Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I thought that I would start a series on my channel called the Rainbow Challenge, and basically what it's going to be is once a month I'm going to do this challenge and I'm going to spin a wheel. It will pick a color for me and that color will correspond with the books that I read for the video. I'm going to try and make this all about getting through my TBR, my physical TBR. So on the shelves behind me and the book cart next to me, we'll see where we go from there. So just getting started, let me get my phone and bring up the spin wheel for you to see. So on the wheel today, I'll show you. Here we have all the colors of the rainbow, and I added in rainbow in general, so multicolored on a cover, so that it would equal to 12, so once a month. So we have black, white, grey, rainbow, then we have red, purple, blue, pink, brown, green, yellow and orange. So I can't randomize this wheel, so we'll just have to see how it goes the way it is. And without further ado, let's do the first spin. Green. Okay, green. Let's see what I can find for green. So on my physical TBR, I have found two books that involve the color green. The first one is Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. Now, I didn't know whether I wanted to start with this book. I know it's not necessarily a series, but I did kind of want to read Gone Girl first. So we'll see how that goes. As you can see, the writing on it is green. Thought that was enough of the green to match it. The next book is A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Now, I really want to read this book before the new book comes out. I think it's called Sunrise on the Reaping. I really want to read this book first, and then I want to reread all of the Hunger Games series as well. So this has green on the back and green on the spine and green on the front here. So I actually think, when I'm thinking about both these books, I actually think I might go with The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I'm very excited for this book. I hope it's really good. I've heard good things about it and I haven't watched the movie yet that was based on it. So we'll see how we go. I'll update you when I'm a little bit through it.
Set myself aside, lead the way on this trial. If you don't know the way, we can stop and make a change. I know we walk for days.
So it's next day. Last night I did try to start this book, but I did have a book club meeting to go to with a couple of my friends, so I decided to wait until this morning to read a fair chunk of it. So this morning I've gotten up to chapter 11, which is part 2. Page 157, so about that far into the book. So far it's interesting. I actually liked the beginning and how it sort of starts off with Coriolanus Snow. He's trying to get back the image of his family that they lost during the war when they lost all their money in the war. So I really like the idea that he's really trying to get this image back, but he's going into this being the mentor of this tribute that he's been put in charge of, and sort of seeing what's happening and learning different things. At the point I'm at now, we're not up to the actual Hunger Games yet, but that does not mean that a whole lot of stuff hasn't gone down. We've definitely had a lot of stuff get real serious, and a couple of people are looking like they're hiding things. He's starting to realize different things, like maybe someone is a bit suspicious in the way they're reacting to certain things, and how the capital is portraying certain things. I'm trying not to give away too many spoilers, but I really like how it's opened up so far. Like, it gives you a false sense of security, and then you're reminded that, yeah, this is the Hunger Games. These people are technically, they hate each other and they were technically at war, and you realize that more as you go into it and things start to happen. We'll see if I can get up to part 3 by the end of today, see how I go. I'm going to go have some lunch, play with the dog a little bit, give her some attention, and then I'll get back into reading and see how far I can get. I hope to update you a little bit soon. Okay, so I finished reading A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I rated this book 4 stars. I was really enjoying this. I even found a little green bookmark to use. Now, with this book, I finally know the origin of the Hanging Tree song, which was pretty cool to find out. So this is basically following Coriolanus Snow as he's a teenager, and he's chosen as one of the first mentors to mentor the tributes as they go into the games. Really enjoyed it because I liked how you keep forgetting that he is the villain of the story. He will be the villain of the trilogy. He makes you trust him, and you think, oh, that's reasonable, that's why he did that, that's really, and then he'll say something like in his head or out loud that you go, oh okay, he's not good. Basically, his number one priority throughout this whole book, you can see, is keeping his family name and his self-preservation. He's constantly thinking how things can help him and who can help him and how he can use them to his advantage, but if it goes bad, how he can pull back from it. And he's continuously talking himself into it, saying, yeah, everything's going to be fine. What's the worst they can do? Like, there's nothing they can do, and then the worst will obviously happen. And he's being a little bit delusional that way, but that's what I think made him really easy to read about, because again, you trust him, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, what could go wrong? Everything. I also like how it portrayed his rigid belief in the system that the Capitol has. No matter how much it's proved to him that it probably doesn't work the way he thinks it does, and it's probably for the worse that it's happening, his trauma from the war overshadows that and makes him feel that they're in the right this whole time. There couldn't be any other way, because this is the way to control people. This is how we're going to control it so it doesn't get out of hand. There's no more wars, to protect the capital, essentially. Who cares about the districts? Who cares about their freedom? Like, it's this or war. And I really like how they did that, and how she wrote it in a way that you believe fully that that's what he believes. Like, he is fully there, and you can see what other people are thinking because you're in his head. You're agreeing with him a lot of the time. It wasn't until part 3 that I was like, oh yeah, okay, this is spiraling. I can see where he's going now. Basically, the ending, without spoiling anything, I don't know what happens. I know what happens, but I don't know certain outcomes from the end of that. Like, I know that how he turns out and what he does and how he has a tendency for poison now, and that's given in the Hunger Games. But I also appreciated that you got sort of an inkling into why he hates Mockingjays so much, and why Katniss in Hunger Games being the Mockingjay was so irritating for him, and I actually really appreciate it more now. And just different things like District 12, the Mockingjay, all of those things, how they're triggering him in the future, I can see where it came from, and I can see where, like, why he thinks all of those things. So I really liked that part of it. And honestly, it's probably the best villain origin story that I've read about a villain that could very much be a villain today. Like, if this happens today, there's very much going to be people that are like this, that are rigid in their belief system, and it's their way or the wrong way. So I really liked this. I really enjoyed this book, and I can't believe I actually got to read it. I can't wait for the Sunrise and the Reaping that's going to come out soon. That'll be really good from Hamish's perspective and him going to the games. And the fact, I think that was the quarter quell where they had double the tributes, I think. So that'll be interesting to see 4 tributes from District 12 and everything. So we'll see how that goes. But I really like this book. Again, 4 stars, and I can't wait for the next one. Okay, so thank you for watching, guys. That was the first episode of the Rainbow Challenge. We got green, so I'm so happy with the book that we got. I'm hoping that with the next episodes we can get more books off the physical TBR with the colours. And I'm very excited for that next video. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.